Break. Okay. Hey everyone, this is Justin Goldsboro. We're here at Blogworld with the Veturis sisters, and I'm going to have them tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to do a little bit of chit-chat about Twitter and PR. So go ahead, Rochelle.
Hi, my name is Rochelle Veturis, and I'm a total tweetaholic, but I met Justin and Eric Hansen, who's standing off camera.
There's Eric. Hey, Eric.
Oh, sure.
I met these two incredible gentlemen through Journ Chat, PR Sarah Evans' weekly chat on Monday nights, and they've been phenomenal, and they are salt of the earth, have huge hearts. So Justin asked me to share earlier why I rule, and I rule because clearly people like these guys actually want to talk to me. So it's been a pleasure running into you at Blogworld.
Well, you're being way too kind and nice. So tell people real quickly what you do for a job.
Well, I do PR for an architecture firm, a green architecture firm, LPA. That's my day job, and I spend all my spare time on Twitter. Cool.
And Chelsea, tell us, you're finishing up school, right? Where are you going to school at?
I go to school at Concordia in Irvine. I'm going to be graduating at Christmas.
Nice. Very cool.
I use social media basically to build relationships. Since I've been on it, it's been just a great tool to reach out to people I wouldn't be able to talk to on a normal everyday basis. And it's just great for connections, and I get to hang out with my sister more on Twitter. So
nice. Yeah, you guys have another sister who's out there, reporter Haley, active too, right?
She would be in the middle.
She would be in the middle. Nice. She's the middle sister, right?
Middle child, reporter Haley.
Nice. By the way, I love this Teenage Wasteland we got going on in the background here. There's a little background music. So
yeah.
So Rochelle, you were talking earlier about how on your pitches you've been doing some kind of standard pitching, but also using Twitter DMs and Twitter lists. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So this is one of the things. It's all my advanced stuff when I go out and speak that I never get to because usually you're very much in the intro mode. But don't underestimate the DM. The DM is so powerful, and it's nice because you get to personalize it. You know, we never stand with the DM, but what you can do, I've done it recently, it was really successful, was you make your announcements, you kind of announce, you get a snappy little headline, a link to your online press release, and then maybe the handles of the companies that are involved. In our case, we were doing a Project Playhouse for an event for Homemade Orange County. And so there were several different companies that collaborated on this little playhouse. So I got their handles, linked to the online press release, and then take the tweet to that, the link to that tweet, and embed it in a DM to your media that you're trying to reach out to. So you can kind of see you're really loading up. The DM has a link to the tweet, you click there. The tweet has a link to the online press release and links to all the companies through their Twitter accounts. So you're really kind of loading it with a lot of rich content for media to get them interested and exciting. And then, so I kind of reached out and I was just saying, you may enjoy this, or I would tag it, use a little hashtag, architecture in unexpected places, to get it all together. The hashtag too is another really underestimated tool, because when you only have so much space, you have to be creative. And
so you've really seen improved results from doing that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And yeah, again, the hashtag's great because it's your little 2 cents, your little afterthought, or you can help kind of categorize it. And you can get away with saying things that you wouldn't normally write in the beginning of the tweet, or even on an email pitch, or whatever it is, your interaction. Like, this really rocks, or something cute.
Like when we were going to meet just a second ago and you put bottom of the escalator, right?
Yes, exactly. And then, I think I talked to you before too, or I'm not leaving Vegas till we meet up, promise.
Right.
That all went on one hashtag.
Nice. Very cool.
Chelsea and I learned that from Leslie Bristman. We love that. She started being silly with these big, long hashtags, and they started taking on a life of their own. So we do it all the time now. It seems to be really effective. And Twitter lists, I was sharing with you earlier. I found a lot of success. If you maybe have an event, you're trying to get a bunch of people to social media, put them on a list, make it private so nobody has to see this list or what you're using it for. So when you get a yes or no from these people, you can kind of take them off the list. So this is 2 things. First thing, when I reach out, I always do it via DM because I want to personalize it, and I don't spam people, and these are people I legitimately want there. So I reach out to them, I write all the DMs myself, each person's important to me. And so I go on this list. So sometimes it's nice because if I don't DM with these people a lot, the list shows you all the tweets and what they're up to. So you can see a tweet, you can jump in on them, what's going on in their world, their conversation. Jump in, and maybe a few hours later, even a day later, oh my gosh, as we were talking yesterday, it reminded me I hadn't heard back from you if you're going to attend this or not. And so those Twitter lists are a great way to very naturally just kind of jump in with people and get a yes or no out of them. And then it's nice because, again, when you get your yes or no, when they've replied or RSVP'd, you take them off the list so that your list starts getting smaller and smaller. And you can keep track of those slippery people that you haven't got a response yet out of.
I love that. So it's like an extension of the media list. It's like a conversation list almost.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. And you can do that with media too.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah, very cool. So those are really great tips, Rochelle. I appreciate you sharing those. Chelsea, tell us real quickly. Rochelle was telling us earlier you thought maybe like in the past you were going to maybe be a teacher, but now you're thinking about social media as a career. How has what you learned about social media helped kind of shape what you want to do maybe?
How it's helped because I've just seen this world that is just growing every single day more and more and more, and there's a need for people in there and people that know what they're talking about to be in there. So it's different if you have, say, Joe over here that wants to do it, but
Hi, Joe.
he's all about the auto DMs and the followers, spam followers, all this stuff. That's gonna get you nowhere.
Right.
You gotta be genuine and reaching out to people and making these great relationships.
Thanks, Chelsea. That's great advice, and that's a good point that you made. No auto DMs. Please do not ask me to read your ebook 2 seconds after I followed you. And thanks, guys, for taking the time for the video. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was great to see her, Justin.
Great to finally meet you guys in real life.